is News 3 Now at 10.
Thank you for joining us. Town of Madison police are on the hunt for the person who shot and killed a man last night. It happened near Rimrock Road on the 2600 block of Badger Lane just before 10 p.m.
And that's where our Madeline O'Neill is now with what we're learning from police tonight. Maddie?
The Dane County Medical Examiner's Office is identifying the homicide victim as 48-year-old Antonio Shaw. Now, this road here, Badger Lane, falls right on the boundary between the city of Madison and the town, whose jurisdiction this homicide falls in. The Town of Madison Police Department is calling this a brutal shooting, one they hope the community can help them solve.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks we've been coming up and down this every day pretty much, just to get out and walk around.
It's a road other neighborhood residents and young families tell us they frequent as well.
It's pretty quiet and pretty safe.
Some residents we spoke with off camera say they're surprised to learn of a homicide on their neighborhood streets, while others, like Mitch Davenport, aren't.
I think it's sad that it's happening here, but it doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, it seems like it's been happening more frequently.
But neighbors agree what happened Monday night here was out of the ordinary when police responded to reports of shots fired and a victim lying by a vehicle just before 10 p.m. 48-year-old Antonio Shaw was pronounced dead about an hour and a half later. Town of Madison police say they have a number of theories as to what happened, but aren't releasing more information. They're looking to neighbors, asking anyone in the area to share security footage they have between 9 and 10 p.m. Monday. Police are calling Shaw's death targeted, but say the community should still be concerned and vigilant, knowing a homicidal suspect is still at large. Davenport says he's not afraid to continue walking his path, knowing it's not just his neighborhood.
These things do happen. They can happen anywhere in Madison.
Town of Madison police say there were people here at the time of the homicide that they're hoping to identify and talk with. Anyone who has information is asked to call Madison Area Crime Stoppers. Now, the Town of Madison police chief is holding a Zoom press conference tomorrow. We'll be on that and bring you the latest information as well.
Let's get a look outside right now. There is a possibility for some light showers tonight, but temperatures will warm up a bit over the next couple of days. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti has our first warn forecast from the Weather Center. Gary?
Charlotte will get some sunshine tomorrow and Thursday, and that will bring temperatures back up to around 60, but another cool down is on the way for the end of the week. As we take a look at the time lapse from the WIC Skycam, we've had a few showers, especially during the morning hours. During the afternoon, it was just kind of cloudy and gray, and at one point there was actually a little peak of sunshine here in Madison, but tomorrow we should see better chances for sun. You can see on Doppler track the showers really diminishing as drier air starts to push in from the north and east. High temperatures today, though, held down because of the cloud cover, only in the 40s over southeastern Wisconsin. Most of our viewing area got temperatures up to between about 50 and 55, but right now temperatures are in the upper 30s to the middle 40s, but tomorrow morning we'll be down into the upper 30s to around 40 degrees. Look for partly sunny skies tomorrow. Just a slight chance for a shower to pop up in the afternoon. High temperature at 62. Be around 60 for Thursday, but frost is on the way, especially as we head towards Saturday morning. We have an alert day in the forecast for that. I'll have more details on weather in a few minutes.
Okay, Gary, thank you. New at 10, U.S. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg is expected to be in the hospital for the next day or two after undergoing a non-surgical treatment for a benign gallbladder condition. The 87-year-old currently said to be resting comfortably and will participate in tomorrow's oral arguments by phone from the hospital. Still no ruling tonight after the state Supreme Court heard arguments today about the extension of the Safer at Home order in Wisconsin. Meeting virtually this morning, lawyers for the legislature and the Department of Health Services had about 45 minutes today to convince the state Supreme Court of their perspectives. Justices got together about 1:30 this afternoon to begin discussions, so their ruling could come at any time. Getting a look at the virus numbers here in Wisconsin, there are nearly 400 new cases in the last 24 hours, bringing the total to more than 8,600 now. When it comes to the percentage of positive tests, it has dropped to 9%, down from 10% yesterday. Now there needs to be that 14-day downward trend to start the reopening process. According to the DHS website, 2 of the criteria have been met. Those are the green dots. There has been a downward trajectory of flu-like illnesses reported for 14 days, as well as a downward trend of COVID-19 cases among healthcare workers.
Rock County has now topped 300 confirmed cases of COVID-19, with 9 deaths linked to the virus. And one city is getting hit hard. Beloit has about 2/3 of the cases, despite only making up about 1/4 of the county's population. The Rock County Health Department is predicting they will peak there sometime in early June, with a projected total of more than 3,500 cases. The state of emergency in Dane County has been extended through at least July 15th. This makes the county eligible for state and federal funding to get reimbursed for the money spent fighting the impacts of the pandemic.
The types of disasters we're used to dealing with may be a tornado, it may be a blizzard, it may be a flood. And as horrible as those things are, they're usually rather finite in nature. You might be dealing with a few days or a few weeks. But now we're already a good couple of months into this, and by all indications, it's not going to end anytime soon.
County Executive Joe Parisi says with $2 million housing people experiencing homelessness, a $3 million project helping Second Harvest get food from farmers, $700,000 to hire contact tracers, and more than $10 million going to help small businesses. He says the county has already spent about $20 million.
Officials at the JBS meatpacking plant in Green Bay reopened today, but only on a limited basis. Slaughter operations resumed with reduced staff. Meat processing will begin tomorrow. JBS closed its plant a week ago after about 300 employees tested positive. That's about 25% of the workforce there. Every employee will be tested before they return to work, even if they were already positive for COVID-19. More than 700 employees at a Tyson Foods meat factory in Perry, Iowa have tested positive. An Iowa Department of Public Health report released today says 58% of the factory's workforce is positive now. The news comes just days after nearly 900 workers were confirmed to have the virus at a Tyson Foods plant down in Indiana. Hy-Vee is now the latest grocer to limit meat purchases in its stores due to a potential shortage. Customers will be allowed to purchase up to a combined 4 packages of fresh beef, ground beef, pork, and chicken. Kroger and Costco have similar restrictions in place.
Police in Holly, Michigan have arrested a 68-year-old man they said used a Dollar Tree employee's shirt to wipe his nose after being told he had to wear a mask. This happened over the weekend, but the arrest was just made today. The clerk was working when she noticed that man walking through the store without a mask, and despite signs that said all customers must wear one, when the clerk told the man, he walked over and wiped his face on the sleeve of her shirt. According to the Holly Police Department, the man is expected to be charged with assault. Well, face coverings are being required in many U.S. supermarkets now, but a customer at a Southern California grocery store chose to wear what appeared to be a Ku Klux Klan hood throughout his shopping trip and completely ignored requests from staff to remove it. Now the San Diego County Sheriff's Department is looking into the incident and could pursue criminal charges. The president says the coronavirus task force is winding down soon, though he will continue to take advice from his top health experts.
The announcement came during a trip to a key battleground state where President Trump toured an aerospace factory that's now making face masks. Natalie Brand reports.
Thank you for being here to celebrate these.
During a roundtable with Native American tribal leaders in Arizona, President Trump confirmed plans to wind down his coronavirus task force in coming weeks.
Mike Pence and the task force have done a great job, but we're now looking at a little bit of a different form, and that form is safety and opening, and we'll have a different group probably set up for that.
Before leaving Washington, President Trump defended his administration's decision to block task force members from testifying before House committees.
The House is a setup. The House is a bunch of Trump haters.
He runs away from truth. And oversight is truth.
But several task force members will soon testify before a Senate panel.
Oversight is beginning already. Senator Alexander is going to have Dr. Fauci and others before his committee next week.
While in Phoenix, the president also toured a Honeywell facility making masks, but did not wear one. A White House official says Honeywell told them they did not need to wear masks.
During a Senate confirmation hearing, the president's pick to be the next director of national intelligence, Republican Congressman John Ratcliffe of Texas, was grilled by lawmakers on the origins of the coronavirus and the administration's response.
Have you seen any intelligence the coronavirus originated in a lab in Wuhan? I have not.
Have you seen any intelligence that supports the Chinese Communist Party's claim that it originated in a seafood market?
No.
As he accurately conveyed the severity of COVID-19 to the American people.
I believe so.
Ratcliffe vowed to investigate the origin of the virus and to be apolitical if confirmed. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The Senate Banking Committee also held a hearing to examine the nomination of career watchdog Brian Miller to become the top inspector general responsible for overseeing the Trump administration's pandemic response and rescue funding. Many lawmakers chose to attend that hearing via teleconference.
Barack and Michelle Obama are doing something special for the class of 2020. They are holding several virtual commencement celebrations. The former first couple will be taking to all major networks and social media on May 16th at 7 p.m. Central Time. On June 6th, they will be offering another event on YouTube. Another 2-hour commencement dedicated to historically black colleges and universities will be live streamed in the afternoon of May 16th. A plane carrying COVID-19 supplies crashed in Somalia this week, killing all 6 people on board. Today, the Somali transport minister declined to speculate on the cause of the crash, but a former defense minister told Reuters he had spoken to a witness at the airfield who said it appeared to have been shot down. He says a team of investigators arrived on scene today.
Some incredible video tonight. Firefighters brought under control this fire that broke out at a massive residential tower. This was in the United Arab Emirates. Amazingly, only 7 people were treated for minor injuries and taken to a hospital for treatment. The local media office tweeted videos on social media. That fire showed burning debris falling from the 48-story tower as it's engulfed in flames. Residents were evacuated, but the cause remains unknown. Still to come tonight, celebrating the start of National Nurses Week with a few perks for our frontline workers.
Plus, the state is making some big changes to accommodate a backlog of more than 80,000 in driver's license requests. Stay with us.
It's time to gear up for spring with help from your neighbors at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. We have great deals on Miracle Grow potting mix so you can enjoy beautiful blooms all summer long. Right now, Blaine's Rewards members get a $10 Farm and Fleet gift card with every $50 you spend on Scott's Mulch and Miracle Grow mixes. Buy online, pick up a drive-through only. Place your order at farmandfleet.com or at our mobile app and leave the heavy lifting to us in our convenient drive-through.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
It's totally normal to have constipation with belly pain, straining, and bloating again and again.
No way.
More exercise, more water, and more fiber is the only way to manage it.
Is it?
Maybe you think it's occasional constipation.
Maybe it's not.
It could be a chronic medical condition called IBS-C, and time to say yes to Linzess. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It helps relieve belly pain and lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Do not give Linzess to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Change your thinking to IBS-C. If your constipation and belly pain keeps coming back, tell your doctor and say yes to Linzess.
Let me introduce me.
Cuts, colors, braids, and fades. We stand for style. Cost Cutter Salons.
#1 in color in Wisconsin.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. And with great deals available, there's never been a better time to buy at your local dealership. To find the dealer near you, visit CubCadetDealers.com.
Coming together through tough times is a Wisconsin tradition. In fact, adversity seems to bring out the best in us. EdVest is no different. During these times, our dedication to your higher education goals remains as strong as ever.
Hi, folks. After a bit of a dreary Tuesday, Hattie has us looking forward to the return of some sun in her first warn forecast.
And Wednesday marks the start of National Nurses Week. We'll tell you how multiple businesses are saying thank you during this important time. We'll see you at 4:30.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Tomorrow is the beginning of National Nurses Week as we thank our healthcare providers.
Especially important during the COVID-19 crisis. Recently, a UW Health staff photographer captured their resilience, their resolve, and their remarkable commitment to patient care during this tough time. UW Health says it's honored to have such a dedicated staff of nurses that have not only met the new challenges of healthcare head-on. National Nurses Week goes through May 12th. And Great Wolf Lodge in Wisconsin Dells helping recognize nurses during their week. The hotel launching a Nights for Nurses promotion. For every room that's booked until May 12th, they'll donate a room night to a registered nurse, up to 10,000 total rooms. If you want to participate, use the promotional code THANKYOU when you make your reservation on the Great Wolf Lodge website.
Nike is donating 30,000 pairs of sneakers to healthcare workers across the U.S. The company plans to deliver pairs of its Nike Air Zoom Plus to workers in Chicago, Los Angeles, Memphis, and New York. The shoe is meant for people on their feet for long shifts. An additional 2,500 pairs will be donated to European hospitals. Dunkin' is celebrating National Nurses Week with some freebies for those on the front lines. The restaurant chain will give any healthcare worker a free medium coffee and donut tomorrow. Most Dunkin' locations are open with limited carryout and drive-through ordering. It's still a good idea to make sure your nearest store is open, though, before making the trip.
Disney's profit dropped a whopping 91% during the first 3 months of 2020, although sales for the quarter were up 21%. Disney's profit took an enormous hit, as you can imagine, from the closure of Disney parks, as well as costs associated with getting the Disney Plus streaming service off the ground. The company's Parks and Experiences unit was hit particularly hard by the outbreak. The Wisconsin DOT is now allowing teens to skip the behind-the-wheel driving test to get their licenses, but they do have to get their parents' permission. It's part of a program the DMV is starting to help manage a backlog of more than 80,000 license requests. Other requirements like driving hours are still in place. They say 98% of teen drivers passed the 15-minute driving portion of their test in their first 2 tries, which is why they were comfortable making this decision. Anyone over the age of 18 still needs to take that road test. The DMV says people can now also renew their licenses online.
The latest victim of this pandemic, the annual Tommy Bartlett Show. The cancellation of the 2020 summer season was announced this afternoon. While the company's water ski show won't happen, officials expect that their other attraction, Tommy Bartlett Exploratory, will remain open. And let's go to Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti with a look at our forecast.
Well, it's cloudy out there. The showers have come to an end, or at least are winding down. There might be a sprinkle or two out there, but for the most part, the showers that we had earlier have drifted to the south and dissipated as a low-pressure system heads down into central Illinois. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. It'll be cool for tomorrow and Thursday. High temperatures will be near 60, probably low 60s for tomorrow and around 60 for Thursday. But then very chilly weather arrives Friday and lasts through the early part of next week with high temperatures only in the 50s. But of more importance, frost is likely by Saturday morning. We could even see a widespread freeze with temperatures in the upper 20s. Frost is a possibility Friday morning as well as Monday and Tuesday morning there with temperatures in the mid-30s. The frost will be a little more patchy in nature, especially in the rural or low-lying areas. The city areas might be a little bit warmer, so not having as big of a threat for frost. High temperatures today, though, 60 in Eau Claire. Otherwise, temperatures stayed in the 50s or 40s across the state. And you can see on weather tracks, still plenty of clouds, although they are starting to thin out in northern Wisconsin. The rain now shifting to the south as drier air starts to pull in from the north and east, and that's what will clear out our skies for tomorrow. Jet stream winds, though, are now starting to point to more of a northwesterly wind flow into the upper portion of the Midwest, and that's going to keep our weather relatively cool for the next week to 10 days. Notice to the south, the main storm track also shifting to the south, so that'll take most of the precipitation chances with it. Cold front now is pushed down into southern Missouri. That low pressure system has dropped down into southern Illinois, so that's taking most of the showers with it. Winds are pretty light right now, but what winds there are generally out of the northeast and the eastern part of the state and shifting to the northwest in the western part of the state. that means that there's really not much to mix up the air at this point. Temperatures right now, mid-40s to around 50 in La Crosse, only 40 in Green Bay, 44 in Milwaukee, closer to Lake Michigan. And on future track, you can see the skies starting to clear out by early tomorrow morning. We'll see partly sunny skies tomorrow, then some clouds pop up in the afternoon, just a slight chance for a shower. Then as we head into tomorrow night, skies will clear out, temperatures will drop to around 40. And on Thursday, we'll see plenty of sunshine. High temperatures will be right around 60. Now, a lot of clouds and showers out to the west, but notice how they basically move south of us as we head into Friday. But more importantly, those winds shift to a northerly direction, and that brings in colder weather. Highs only in the upper 40s on Friday, and by Saturday night, temperatures will be down into the upper 20s. For tomorrow, look for a high temperature of 62 degrees, partly sunny, not as cool, with an afternoon shower possible. And as we look at the 7 to 10-day forecast, we did put an alert day in for Saturday morning for that possibility for a widespread frost and or freeze with a low temperature of 29. High temperatures only in the 50s through the weekend, with nighttime low temperatures in the mid-30s. We'll have to wait until the middle to latter part of next week to see temperatures back into the 60s. Then there'll be some shower and thunderstorm chances at that point.
All right, so just a little dip, we can make through it.
But you'll need to cover the plants probably by Saturday morning.
All right, thank you, Gary.
Sure.
Coming up, Jonathan Taylor serves up his go-to Toppers pizza. Why the former Badger running back keeps it simple with every slice. Zach's in next. He's got sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
More than 70 years ago, we at Festival Foods began serving this proud state, building strong relationships founded on trust, compassion, and our unwavering commitment to ensuring that you and your family feel at home every time you visit Festival Foods. It's times like these that remind us that family and home are what truly matter most. So we're using this moment just to let you know that Festival Foods is here for you, because family always looks after family. Be safe, Wisconsin.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. We're offering current Chevy owners OnStar Crisis Assist services and complimentary Wi-Fi data. If you need a new vehicle, we have leases available on select 2020 models where you can practically sign and drive. You may even shop online and take delivery at home where available. It's just our way of doing our part.
Almost immediately after
After Matt Kenseth announced he was coming out of retirement for the second time, NASCAR gave him the okay to be eligible for the 2020 Cup Series playoffs, which is great. But the postseason is the furthest thing from the Cambridge native's mind. What he is thinking about? Being in a race car for the first time in a year. Driving for his brand new team, which he hasn't yet to do. And there's probably some pressure to perform and show he's still got it.
What I'm understanding, there's a good possibility we won't get any practice when we go to these racetracks. So, you know, there's a lot of pressure. So I haven't really thought about making the postseason at this point. We are 4 races in the hole, and I don't have any laps in these cars for these guys yet. So I'm really looking more short term.
Some of the biggest names in golf will be back on the links on May 17th for the PGA's tailor-made driving relief. Rory McIlroy and Dustin Johnson will team up against Ricky Fowler and Matthew Wolff in an 18-hole two-man team skins competition with a $3 million purse on the line. And the best part, all that money will go to the American Nurses Foundation and the CDC Foundation to help with COVID-19 relief. Wisconsin wrestling head coach Chris Bono made it official today, adding grad transfer Chris Whelan to his lineup. Whelan comes to Madison from Lehigh, where he helped the Mountain Hawks win 3 conference championships. The 3-time NCAA qualifier is expected to wrestle at 184 pounds for the Badgers. And make no mistake about it, Jonathan Taylor is a franchise player. Only time will tell to see how he does with the Colts, but when talking about pizza franchises, his 4 Toppers restaurants are in good hands. I mean, the guy's got good taste, even if Taylor's toppings on his own slice are kind of dull.
I'm just a pepperoni guy. Like, I never was a guy to have like pineapples or any other thing. If it's not pepperoni, then it's a regular cheese pizza. But I definitely love pepperoni. And if I do have to get something else, it'll be half and half, and make sure that that half is really all the way on the other side, so that it's not on my side of the pizza.
Hawaiian's the way to go. We're back after this.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 72 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2020 Ford models.
It takes attention to detail. With your local Bryant dealer, you're getting more than just a technician. You're getting someone who pays attention to your needs and the little things that make a big difference. It takes a dealer you can rely on. And to keep your family cool this summer,
Let me show you how this works.
it takes Bryant.
Bryant. Whatever it takes.
Call ASAP Heating and Cooling, serving the Spring Green area.
Call and ask about a free estimate from Cardinal Heating Sun Prairie.
Here at Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that your lawn should be a place where memories are made, a source of pride, relaxation, and fun for the whole family. That's why we proudly offer a child and pet-friendly program, so you can enjoy a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn without sacrificing peace of mind.
Our program offers effective, targeted weed control, and our golf course quality fertilizer creates a beautiful outdoor space. Don't your kids and grandkids deserve a Weedman lawn? Trust the lawn care experts. Trust Weedman.
Wow, you ready?
Yeah, let me just grab my wallet.
Uh-oh, I've seen this before. Wallet way too big, skinny jeans too skinny.
I'll just carry it.
Before you break something, you should know you don't actually need a wallet. With BMO Harris, you can just take cash out with your phone. Or if you need to, you can pay them with Zelle. That works? Yeah. You're stuck, aren't you?
Smile.
Woo! Those jeans are way too tight.
That feeling you get when no wallet is no big deal. That's the BMO effect.
We here at Brothers Maine wanted to check in with everyone in the light of the COVID-19 epidemic. We're going to do everything we can here at our store to make sure everything's clean, disinfected, and ready for customers to come in and shop with us. Not only can we come to your house and set up the products as we normally would, but we're also going to be offering a free drop-off service in Dane and Rock County. There's nothing more important to our company than making sure that our employees and our customers are safe and healthy.
Download the Channel 3000 app today.
Finally tonight, a 5-year-old boy was pulled over by police in Utah this week after stealing his parents' car to drive to California to buy himself a Lamborghini.
5 years old. Yesterday, the boy Adrian Estrada took his parents' keys after getting into an argument with them where they refused to buy him a sports car. Again, 5 years old. Adrian drove about 2 miles on his way to buy that Lamborghini. He had $3 in his pocket before being stopped by the Utah Highway Patrol. Now, just 1 day later, the offers for Adrian to sit in, ride in a Lamborghini, they are just pouring in. The family's still deciding what to do with the offers. I don't know. I don't think you can reward him, right?
Right, exactly. He should not be rewarded for
$3. It's going to need a large loan on that. Gary Canalti now with the final check of our forecast.
Well, if you're going to drive your Lamborghini tomorrow, it should be a pretty nice day for it. High of 62 after starting out in the upper 30s. But we do have an alert day in the forecast for Saturday morning for widespread frost and a hard freeze possible. Temperatures only in the mid-50s this weekend, 60s by the end of next week.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Have a great night and do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Now, a WISC TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
In a lot of ways, living through this pandemic has meant confronting our shared vulnerabilities. Many of us need help in various forms, and that requires public education about and access to available resources. United Madison, Diane Hansen's Media Partnership Public Information Project, committed to bringing our community together, has launched a new campaign around addiction awareness, which is particularly welcome right now. Substance abuse in its many forms is a dangerous side effect of forced isolation, and thus it's a shared concern. United Madison's website and a series of public service announcements highlight various addiction resources in safe, no-judgment, easy-to-access formats. They are sources you can trust. WISC TV, Channel3000.com, and Madison Magazine are proud to be United Madison partners, and we're happy to get the word out about addiction awareness. Truly a shared concern.